Good morning, everyone. Good
Hi.
afternoon. Good evening, if it's evening where you are. Hey, Lizzie.
Mel, how,
Good afternoon.
how was your week?
It's been week went by fast. It was a really busy week at work. This weekend has been a bit interesting. A couple things going on, but tomorrow is the start of a new week. And my trip to Disney World is getting a little closer, so that's always something to look forward to. How about you, Lizzie? How was your weekend? How was your week?
It's been an expensive week. I made a Disney order on Monday,
Uh
Tuesday,
huh.
and Wednesday. Monday and Tuesday have shipped. Wednesday hasn't, and
Okay.
Wednesday was the main attraction, so I want it here. I've only got next Saturday to film that video. So if it's not here by next Saturday, there's no video, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So fingers crossed. It should at least ship by Wednesday. But no, it's been a quiet weekend. I've just woken up from a nap, which is why I'm in a dressing gown. But hopefully you'll forgive my appearance.
Oh, I didn't even
But
notice. I thought you had a jacket on. I was like, oh, it's a cute
yeah,
jacket.
it's a the Grinch dressing gown. So I'm a little cold. But
uh,
hey, everyone. Kerry was actually first this week. There's like a
cool.
competition to see who can be first. We've also got
Well,
Jody and Laura. Hey guys.
yes. Good morning, Laura. Good afternoon, Carrie, and everybody that's here in the chat. And yes, Carrie, you are first, girl.
Yeah, she
Killing it.
isn't feeling very well, so wishing you a
Oh,
very, very speedy recovery.
yep. I hope that you feel better, Carrie. And we should probably just jump right in. So we were talking about main attraction.
Yeah.
So I did merch pass as usual. Good morning, Lizzie's mom. Hey Maria, good morning. Guess it's back again. You see, like when I was singing the other day, Lizzie's back again. Lizzie's back. So is
I'm back
Mel.
from a
All
nap
right.
today.
Um. So, oh yeah, main attraction. Boop. So I did the merch pass. I was not picked for merch pass, unfortunately.
You're not
Um,
having any luck with that, are you?
No, not really. I did, let's see, I have gotten picked for Merch Pass in the past, but I didn't get picked for this one. And, I even had my boss at work put in for it. I was like, hey, can you put in for the pins and the ears for me? But she wasn't picked. My husband wasn't picked. I wasn't picked. So, now we're going to have the big release on the 16th. So on the 16th, we're going to have the regular release on our Shop Disney. So we'll see how that goes. Wish me luck because I
Good
really
luck.
want the pins. Thank you. And if I can, also the ears, but I really want the pins. And good morning, Joe, or actually, good afternoon. so, so the main attraction, hold on, it was already released in the UK or it's releasing this week?
It released on Wednesday, so I
Wednesday.
managed
Okay.
to get everything I usually get.
Oh, good.
Checked out in one go for a change. I usually do it like in two goes, so I usually get the pins on their own because they sell out really fast.
Mm.
And then I usually go back in. But they've started recently doing this thing where you can see it all at like
Oh,
10 to 8. So you can add it to like your favorites or at least just have the page open and then you can add it to your bag at 8. And that's been working really, really well.
hmm. That's good. I mean, when you have like a little system where you can kind of like work around to get the things that you want. So that is
Yeah.
awesome.
It's nice
Hopefully,
that they've introduced it, but like a bit late because it's over now. We can breathe a sigh of relief after the 16th once you get your pins. I'm sure you will on the 16th.
oh, I hope so. I hope so because you know what? You know what I just got? Let me show you what I just got. Sorry, I'm like super close to the camera.
Oh, I think I know what this is.
Look what I just got. Like I
Sure.
just got as in yesterday, December 12th.
So you
So
might get the December pins by New Year's.
uh, maybe, but you know what's crazy? So I was not picked for this merch pass. Surprise, surprise. But these were available on Thanksgiving Day. What was it, November 26th? And I just got them December 12th. I mean, at least I got them. But I think that right now, because it's the holidays, the USPS, they're just flooded with like, shipment and things going out. So when I was checking the tracking, which I think I mentioned it to you, tracking said that it had made it to my hometown, but then it was shipped away to a town that was 2 hours away from mine. I'm like, why? and then it made it back to my town. So I think that's probably why it took so long for it to get here. But at least it got here. And you know what I also just got? Let me show you.
You ordered that Thanksgiving week, didn't you?
No, before Thanksgiving, November
Oh,
23rd. So I got both of these. I think I got these on Friday, and then I got the pins yesterday, Saturday. So at least, they're getting there. It's funny because I had talked to Mary from the Sketeers about it, and I was like, what's going on? And she told me the same thing happened to her. I think she had ordered some ears, and she got them like a lot later, and that same thing happened to her, where tracking said that it had made it to her hometown, but then it was sent to a town that was like further away and then back. So I don't know if that's the way that the post office is kind of like dealing with all of these, or shipments and things like that, where
yeah,
maybe certain facilities are not as busy, and that's why they're sending them away to ones that are further away. That sounds a little
yeah.
redundant, but but
Or
you
at
know what I
least,
mean.
or at least sending it to places where they've got more staff in, because
Right.
obviously the big problem at the moment is that staff are having to stay at home. We're having a lot of problems over here as well, but luckily nothing's happened like really major. Like Disney aren't saying that it's going to take 2 weeks to ship anymore. Like my Monday order shipped on Friday. I don't have it yet. My Tuesday order shipped today, and I'm hoping my Wednesday order ships by like Tuesday so that I can have it in time for Saturday. I've got a list of everything I've got to do next weekend because I don't want to be filming Christmas weekends. That's just a no for me.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely don't want to be filming that weekend. That weekend is for you and your family, and just for you to relax and enjoy. And I totally get it. But yeah,
Yeah.
hopefully everything we've ordered, it makes it um there or here or to our houses on time. You know what I like? Side note, I love the stocking that you sent me. As you can see, it just kind of now became part of my little holiday background. So
I just thought it would be a nice thing to put in because, like, you had quite a lot of little gifts in your box, which everybody is going to see on Wednesday,
mhm.
7 a.m. Eastern, and
Yeah.
12 noon British time. Yeah,
Yeah,
but I
that is
just thought like everything was like kind of like going around the box, and I was like, I need something to keep it all together and all safe, and I was like, a stocking.
oh, but I love it because I didn't have any like Disney like stockings. Like I had looked into them, but I didn't have any. And then I saw yours and it's so pretty. So you guys are seeing a preview of what Lizzie sent me. So you'll see everything on Wednesday the 16th. So for some reason the light keeps on changing here. Like I look way like paler. I don't know. But yeah, so this is like that's we've been like rambling a little bit this morning. But yeah, the first thing we were talking about was Minnie Mouse, the main attraction. It already released in the UK, so it's gonna be released here in the US on the 16th. There you go. Wednesday's a big day. We have our swap
Yeah,
and Minnie Mouse main
um,
attraction.
it's also the Castle Collection in the UK on the 16th. I don't
Oh,
know whether I'm going to go for anything because I don't know. I'd like to, but I feel like the Castle Collection is even worse than Mini for like trying to get what you want before
you think
everybody
so?
else gets it. Yeah, the ornament, like I never see the ornament online ever.
Okay.
So like I don't know whether I'd get one if I could. It depends if I remember, to be honest, because all through this week I had to leave a note by my bedside table, like on my phone, saying "Don't forget 8 a.m." And I was like, oh, like 3 days in a row, I had to like fight the bots to try and get something, but managed to get everything I wanted. There was the trial key release Monday. There was a nice Euro Disney like retro release on Tuesday that was like merchandise that was released in the 90s
Oh,
when
okay.
Disneyland Paris was called Euro Disney. And I always say I wish it was still called Euro Disney because I don't like it when people just call Disneyland Paris Disneyland and then just leave it at that. Because when you go to California and you tell people you're going to Disneyland, they're like, oh, you're going to Paris? And I'm like, no, I'm going somewhere much more expensive.
Aw, I was trying to pull up Shop Disney UK in the other window. For some reason, in my laptop, I can't pull up Shop Disney UK. It gives you like a weird, like,
Hmm.
message, something about need to add some sort of extension to Google Chrome. I can pull it up on my phone, but I was trying to see if we can see what the next castle is gonna be because I know that Shop Disney UK is pretty good with kind of like setting that up because they have these like little banners or for each like castle.
Yeah, and they
So
actually appear to be in order, don't they?
yeah, I feel like I had seen it, but now I can't remember what it was. So I was trying to pull it up on the website, but for some reason my laptop was like, nope, you can pull up Shop Disney in the US, but not in the UK, which is weird. It doesn't give me that problem on my phone. And
Yeah,
good
they're
morning,
like, we
Christian and
know you're not
Michael.
from here.
What's that?
They're like, we know you're not from around here.
I know. Oh
I've
my
got to
goodness.
get rid of the
So
again.
Sleeping Beauty, that one is
Yeah,
gonna be popular.
yeah, I think so. I mean, it's obviously going to look nothing like the actual Sleeping Beauty castles that we have in the parks, but I always think that Sleeping Beauty has really, really beautiful artwork. It's
Yeah,
very underrated as well. People don't appreciate that all of Sleeping Beauty was like hand painted.
yeah, that's crazy. Like, I think that oh, I see McDork's Little Mermaid and Aladdin. Yes, those are coming too. Um, but like Sleeping Beauty, like you said, there's so much behind it. It's one of the older movies. A lot of people love Sleeping Beauty, Briar Rose and Maleficent. There's so much that is within Sleeping Beauty, but the castle is so pretty. And even if it doesn't look like the castle that we have in Disneyland, California, if it's a little bit different, I think because it's one of the castles that we have at the parks, we have Cinderella Castle and the Sleeping Beauty Castle, it is still going to be really popular because I feel like for a lot of people, it's going to really represent maybe their home park too. So
Yeah.
I think it's going to be really, really popular. I think for this one, I'll probably try going again for the pin and the ornament. And if I cannot get the ornament, then just the pin because I just like with the Minnie Mouse main attraction, I've been trying to collect all the pins. But I mean, one of my main collections is castles, so I definitely want to want to try to get all the castles
Yeah.
from this collection. Are you looking forward to another castle? I think we had talked about Beauty and the Beast as well, but are you looking
Beauty
forward
and
to
the
another one?
Beast, yeah.
Beauty and the Beast. Okay.
Um, Beauty and the Beast, and also I completely forgot that Brave was one of them. So, oh, the the banners covering it. But yeah, I think Brave will be a really beautiful one. Like, obviously, you don't get to see it ahead of time, which is quite frustrating because I want to see what it looks like before I commit to buying it or anything. But this, because they're bi-monthly, we're looking at near the end of next year that we're going to see Brave, to be honest.
Oh yeah, and I am as I'm like reading Maria's comment that she wants Little Mermaid and Beauty and the Beast the most. Like that's I feel like a lot of people are going to be looking forward to the Beauty and the Beast set, whether it is just the pin or the ornament, because one it's going to be the last set that we're going to get, but two Beauty and the Beast I feel like it's so iconic.
Yeah,
And I mean
definitely.
yeah, I mean, you even have the restaurant Be Our Guest in Magic Kingdom in Disney World. That it's basically it is Beast Castle, so you kind of like have like a mini version of the castle within the park too. So I don't know. I think I'm a little nervous for that one, but like you said, we probably won't see this until probably towards the end of next year because right, it's supposed to be a bi-monthly release. I know this year the releases have gotten a little messed up with everything that's going on in the world. So where we had no releases for a while, and then we have boom, 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 one release after the other. So
Yeah,
since we had Rapunzel or Tangle recently, I'm thinking that we probably won't have Sleeping Beauty until maybe sometime in February, maybe
yeah,
sometime around
yeah.
maybe Valentine's Day. But we'll see. And good morning, Cleon, Bearded Barbarian Collectibles. Thank you so much for joining us. So we'll see. I really like this collection. I'm starting to think about what kind of collection we're going to have next year, what kind of new monthly release or collection we're going to have. Because I know that when we first heard about Minnie Mouse, the main attraction, it was what, January 1st, like these end of
Yeah,
December, right?
yeah. They'd like hinted a couple of days before that there was going to be like an announcement, and I can't remember whether I was on a live stream or whether I did a video, but I did say that I thought it would be like mini, but something to do with the parks. So
Yeah.
like everyone kind of thinks that I know what Disney are doing and like ask me things like, "Oh, when are Disney releasing this?" And I'm like, "You know as much as I do." Like I just had a guess.
Yeah.
I mean, when you think of things that have anniversaries,
Yeah.
um, Walt himself would have been 120 next year, but the Funko Pop aside, I don't actually think enough Disney fans appreciate Walt for Disney to think doing a Walt collection would be worth it because, like, the pins don't really sell out. They don't have a lot of merchandise for Walt. So I think they've kind of tried to guess whether it would be popular, but I don't know. I don't think they'd do anything for him, unfortunately. I'd like them to. I would have preferred this castle collection to have been next year because that was my sole reason for not collecting it was because I couldn't justify it alongside Minnie. I wanted all of the ornaments, but £22 every 2 months plus the I think it's about £55 a month I spend on Minnie. I just couldn't justify it.
Yeah, no, and thinking about the what you're saying about the Walt collection, like I mean, this Funko Pop, Walt and Castle Funko Pop has been really popular, and I'm thinking that if they were to do some sort of collection with Walt Disney, I think that they would have to make it like a limited edition collection
Yeah,
rather than limited release, because I feel like a lot of the times when the items are limited, for some reason it tends to attract more people because it's a limited edition, let's say of like
yeah,
1,000. So this might, I don't know, I feel like they increase their value being that they're limited edition, not limited release. So maybe if they were to do something like that, if they did something pretty
yeah,
exclusive, like a really low LE, I'm thinking that it would probably be popular because, just like you, there's a lot of people that are really big Walt collectors. I have some Walt pins, and I just got the Funko Pop right there, the Walt and Mickey, which I think that came out. They came to us really, really fast. Like I ordered it last Saturday, midnight Saturday, and I got it maybe like 3 or 4 days later. Which again, this shipping with Disney is like all over the place. But I am
yeah. The
grateful.
pins can take like 3 weeks.
Yeah. I'm grateful to have gotten my pop, but I mean that pop was really popular. I did check the Funko app and the trending value now has gone down a lot. I think as of last night or 2 nights ago,
Yeah,
it was like
I
170,
saw
175.
Maria showed me the other day that they're actually doing like a pre-order for
Yep.
February. So I suppose as more are being made, the price is coming down, which will hopefully help people who want to get it, especially in the UK. Because I can't see it coming to the UK. We've had the Jungle Cruise and we've had the Haunted Mansion pops come over,
Yeah.
but we never had the Skyliner. We didn't have the Alice in the Teacup, which I really wanted. So it's debatable, and Shop Disney UK have a terrible, terrible habit of just dropping it without telling anybody.
Yeah.
So you only really profit from that if you are on the website every single hour of every single day, and I'm obviously not because who has the time? But yeah, I don't think the UK will get it. So at least if the eBay prices start coming down, then some of my friends in the UK can get it because that's pretty much their only way.
Right.
And I saw that they were like, someone wanted $500, and I'm like, there's no way you're gonna get
Uh,
$500 when everybody knows it was 40.
yeah, like maybe at the very beginning when it like first dropped and people were trying to get it, I can see how maybe someone that really wanted it and had the money was like, yeah, I'll pay for $100. But now, right, like it's going down. 2 days ago, I saw in Shop Disney had the pop for pre-order, and right, like you said, as more quantities become available, then the value kind of goes down a little bit because it's not as limited. Which is why I was saying
Yeah,
earlier, if they were to come out with like a Walt Disney collection, I think that for it to be like, I guess, really popular, they would have to do like a really low LE or just do an LE collection rather than limited release.
yeah,
So, but yeah, I think that's exactly why it's gone down. I mean, it went down almost $100. I think it was 280, and now it's like 175, if I'm not mistaken, the trending value. And it's because of that, right? As more items become available, demand and
yeah,
supply, the value can kind of go down. I still think it's a lovely Funko Pop. I really like it. Like the value right now is like right there with like the Splash Mountain like log Funko Pop.
I
So
would
those are
expect that to be more now, given that I assume this whole buying out everything in the shop, it's not getting restocked anymore, I guess. I haven't
yeah.
seen anything about the resellers anymore. But going back to like a Walt release, I find it hard to like call that because obviously when we had Mickey, there was the pin, the plush, the mug. Was that it?
The Mickey memories.
Yeah.
Let's see. Was the pins, the plush, the mug? Was it your journal too?
No, that was wisdom.
Wisdom. Okay, let me see. Pin. Maybe I think that's it. Mickey memories.
And then with wisdom, it was pins, plush, mug, shirt, and journal.
Right.
So, like, to me, if they were going to do anything Walt that was monthly, I think they could just do the standard, like, partner statue in, like, a vinyl and, like, do a different design over it, a bit like what they've been doing with those Funko Fantasia pops that have got, like, an art splash on them,
Mhm.
like paint. But they like things that they release loads and loads of items for each month
Yeah.
because, like a store could probably make their entire earnings for the week on release day,
Oh yeah.
especially like Mini. Probably not with Wisdom because Wisdom wasn't anywhere near as popular. But I don't think they could do enough with Walt. I mean, they could pick a quote each month. Like, I think when I used to have my written blog, I did a what they did something based on Walt quotes
Mhm.
because he's got hundreds. Like there's about 3 or 4 that everybody knows, but he's got hundreds. So they could do something like that where it's like on a journal, and then it's on. You can't really do plushes again because there's 2 Mickey memories that have Walt quotes on. So
Yeah.
I was leaning more towards something maybe Pixar. I wanted Sully's because it's Monsters Inc.'s anniversary, but
Yeah.
they haven't done anything for any in particular film's anniversary. They tend to just focus on characters.
Yeah.
So I don't know. If they did Pluto, I wouldn't get it. If they got Goofy, I might get it because I do really love Goofy. I would say Goofy's probably my favourite because he's just
So goofy.
awkward size. Like I've never liked his outfit because I really don't like the colour orange. But like I just love Goofy. If Goofy's in a different outfit to his normal outfit, I will always buy it because I just can't stand his regular outfit.
Yeah, it's funny because I don't really like orange for whatever reason either. Like
Yeah.
it's weird. But I don't know, something with that color. I don't know, I'm not crazy about it. But yeah, so I mean I feel like I've talked about this before too. If they did Pixar, I don't think I'm gonna jump into that, or if they did Pluto or Goofy, I might not jump into that. But I was really thinking as we were trying to create this fake Walt Disney collection, like us kind of like talk about it. Like if they did what you said about like little vinyl like statue, um,
Yeah.
they could technically make the pin look just like that, like an animated version of that. And then
Yeah.
the journal thing that you're saying with the quotes, I think that would be great. I think that this is something that will probably work out instead of doing like right the plushes. They can do either little vinyls or just like Funko Pops, and then
Yeah.
that way it's a little twist on that, and they can definitely do pins because they can just do the design, the artwork as a
Yeah.
pin, and then the journal. I think that'll
And
be
the
really
mug as
cool.
well.
And the
Yeah.
mug, yeah, because the mug could
It's
have
just
the phrase on it.
I I always think the plush is like the defining piece because like everything else is based off of the plush and the plush always seems to have a lot more detail. Like
Okay.
like with these, their dresses are far more detailed than the 3 pins combined or
Yeah.
just the mug and things like that. I just I don't know. It should have been the castle collection next year. I think I would have collected it had it been in a separate year, but there's 10. I mean, they're being a bit petty doing it as 10 because they haven't included Moana, who should be official by now, and she's not. And they haven't included Frozen because they don't want a queen in the mix. Moana has been stopped from being an official Disney princess because they don't want to do Anna and Elsa. And I don't think that's fair on Moana because Like Moana is a brilliant, brilliant film, and I mean, there's no Pocahontas Castle either because both of them are like chief's daughters, but they could have added those into the castle collection somehow by doing like their hut or something. But I don't know how to say that, but like it castle collection should have been 2021. I think they were being a bit greedy putting two in.
I think
Like,
that
I want my dressing gown.
I think that because this is the castle collection is a bi-monthly collection, they kind of anyway expected to just do this in like a 2-year period anyway.
Yeah,
Um, so at least it kind of covers that transition from one collection to another where we have that little gap where we don't know what we're going to get in between. Although, I mean, Minnie Mouse main attraction started in January. In December, we
yeah,
had Disney Wisdom, so there was not really any gap. But I
yeah,
don't know. I mean, I think that with now, social distancing and then things being a little more limited at the parks and things like that, I think that these collections online just kind of keep, I don't want to say Disney's finances like, still good, but you know what I mean? Like being that not that many people are
yeah,
going to the parks, then Shop Disney just raking in all this, profit. Because I mean, these collections are nice, and then
yeah.
um oh, my, voicemail is going off on the house. I'm like, "I hear someone talking in the back." But it's like, someone's leaving a message on our answering machine, so I just heard it. That's what I was like, "Oh my gosh, I hear voices." Oh my goodness, it's been that kind of weekend. But I think that, either way, these collections are always popular, and now that, going to the parks a little limited, I think Shop Disney just kind of making up for that extra, maybe like or possible like lost income. So
Yeah.
I don't know, but I'm really excited to see what we have next year.
I
And
mean, there's every
yeah,
possibility we don't get anything, but I can't see that. They've done 3 years of monthly collections. They've
yeah.
seen how popular it is. I mean, Wisdom took a dip, but obviously some months were more popular than others because obviously you got the Beauty and the Beast one. I don't
Mm-hmm.
think you got another month, did you?
What's that?
You didn't get any other Wisdoms, did you? You just got the Beauty and the Beast one.
Oh no, I got all of them because I am crazy like that. So I got all the pins. I have all the pins. I have like uh 2 or 3 of the mugs from Disney Wisdom. I think I actually have two. We have Dumbo and we have Lumiere. We have the Dumbo plush and I have the Lumiere plush, and then I have all the pins because I have them in my little banner because I'm crazy like that. But I wasn't super crazy about Disney Wisdom. I thought that Mickey Memories was better, and Disney
Yeah,
and Minnie Mouse Main Attraction to me between those three has been my favorite so far.
yeah, yeah. Minnie's
Um,
definitely been my favourite. I think just because like mixing the parks with Minnie was really popular because with Mickey it went by decades and there was some decades and I was like, oh, I'm glad I didn't live through that one. Looking at you, 70s Mickey.
Yeah, you know what? I keep on thinking, I don't know why now this wall collection is out in my head because I'm thinking, what if they do a plush like the one they did with Amazon recently where Mickey was dressed up as Walt? I wonder if they could do something along those lines where Mickey kind of, I mean,
I think it would be quite difficult because like the one that they've just done, which is on the way to the UK, um, he was dressed in like Walt's standard outfit because in the 20s, Walt had two suits. That's all he had. He had no money, so he had two suits.
okay.
And then when he was older, he was still quite thrifty, so he only had like 6 suits. So like he's only probably got about like 3 iconic outfits. So I don't think they could do like Mickey dressed as anybody. I mean, they could do it so that there's like kind of like Wisdom where there's a classic character each month because Walt's life spanned from Snow White to Jungle Book. So you could do a lot of old films and like do it that way. Like that would mean that the Aristocats might get something. Um,
Yeah.
Pinocchio, even though I don't know why I don't like. Well, I know why I don't like Pinocchio. It's because of that damn donkey scene. I can't even go on the road without being terrified of the donkey scene.
Oh, well, you know that I don't like Pinocchio. You know my story about Pinocchio, right?
I don't know.
All right. So some of you guys might know in the chat, Lucy, I thought I had told you. So I don't like Pinocchio. If there's one character that I don't like, that like I would never get a collectible of it, only if it's part of like a bigger collection, is Pinocchio. Because when I was little, you know how parents have the boogeyman stories for kids to like eat their vegetables or behave or whatever. So my mom's boogeyman was Pinocchio.
Oh
So
no.
I know. So, I mean, I feel like I was a pretty well-behaved child. But like, let's say my mom thought I was misbehaving for whatever reason. She'd be like, "Oh, well, Pinocchio is gonna come at night and like pull your legs off the bed or like pull on your nose." Like, it was some really scary stuff. So I was terrified of Pinocchio growing up. And like, it's funny because as I tell those stories, I'm like, "Oh my God, that sounds as an adult quite frightening," you know? So I've never liked Pinocchio because of that. And I remember when I was like little, if I had like said a white lie for whatever reason to my parents, I would always be like, you know, like, oh my gosh. I remember the first time I went to Disney, I was like 5. And it's funny because I tend to forget a lot of stuff. But I will never forget, you know, they have the characters around the park, whatever, during the parade, and Pinocchio was there. And I remember just kind of like burying myself in like my mom's like lap because I wanted to like hide because Pinocchio was there. So yeah, no Pinocchio for me.
I need to keep that in mind. Like, never send you anything, Pinocchio.
Oh my gosh, it's like I mean, I'm not afraid of Pinocchio right now, but I mean, I still don't like him. It's too frightening.
The donkey scene always creeps me out.
I've
Even
never
like going on the ride, it creeps me out. I mean, I was talking about it on Instagram the other day. Most people are more scared of the whale, but I'm scared of the donkeys, which is ridiculous. I'm not scared of actual donkeys. I'm scared of turning into a donkey. That's the issue.
Yeah, you know, I've never watched the Pinocchio movie, but like I knew of the character because you know, I was born in the 80s and I grew up in the 80s and 90s. But you know, you knew all the characters. I mean, it's part of pop culture and things like that. So I knew of Pinocchio plus in Puerto Rico they had like local versions of Pinocchio as like a play. Um so like I knew of him, but I never watched the movie and I don't intend to watch the movie. Um I got Melissa a Pinocchio ornament. No, thanks, Laura. Thank you.
It
Pass.
might be too late, Mel.
Uh, well, sounds like there might be a giveaway coming soon. No, I'm just kidding. Um, but, yeah, like, I don't know, Pinocchio was the one thing that, like, oh my gosh, like, there was no my boogeyman was Pinocchio. So, oh, I know in Puerto Rico they call it El Cuco, which is like the boogeyman in Spanish, but I'm like, no, it's Pinocchio for me.
Oh
But
man.
on that note, we had a couple of Disney Store keys released yesterday in the US. Um, First, we saw, let me go ahead and share my screen real quick with you guys. We saw, I'm trying to share this, bear with me. We saw this key that already released in the UK. I feel like the UK has gotten a lot of the keys before we do. Um, so we had the Christmas key yesterday, the or this special key yesterday from our family to yours collectible key. It was 12.99. But so we had a little interesting incident with the key yesterday. So a lot of us that ordered the key yesterday, I don't know if you guys in the chat ordered the key and had this same situation. But right after I ordered my key, I got an email saying like, "We're sorry, we canceled your order because it was so popular that we were out of stock." And I'm like, "What? What?" And then later in the day, I got another email saying, "We're sorry, it's back in stock, and for your troubles, here's a code for free shipping for this one time only." So I technically had 2 orders placed with Shop Disney yesterday. So I hope that I don't end up getting 2 keys because sometimes these releases, you know, are a little crazy and the orders and things like that. But I thought that was quite interesting that they said your order has been canceled and and then they're like, all right, well, restocked, order it again. It's there. Here's free shipping code for your orders.
I don't really think that's fair because, like, what if you missed that email? They could have just said, "Oh, we made a mistake. It's back in stock. We've reinstated your order," rather than making you go through the trouble of ordering again.
Yeah, and the thing is that I don't check my emails too. I mean, I check my emails about once a day, but I feel like I get so many different emails that it's easy to miss them, especially because for some reason a lot of my Shop Disney emails they go to my junk mail. So a lot of the times I tend to have to check my junk mail more often than my regular inbox. And then because I get so many emails, it kind of gets buried with other emails. Plus, you have some emails that are also like spam.
Yeah.
So, like, I almost missed this. Like, I didn't think that I had to check my email because I had already checked it in the morning when they first sent you an email saying thank you for your order, blah, 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 blah. So, I mean, it just so happened I checked my email multiple times yesterday and I saw this. Otherwise, I would have missed out on that. But I think it's kind of crazy. When did you guys get this key, Lizzie?
I'm just trying to think what the date was. It was the day that we got the the Christmas advert came on the TV. So I'm thinking it was um, Friday the 4th, kind of rings a bell, but not really. I'm going to check their Instagram because they never seem to delete anything, so that's really handy when I
Yeah.
want to know when it came out.
Yeah.
Um,
I think the ski is really pretty though. I like the colors, the stars. I think it's really pretty. And I think that tag is so
oh,
cute.
we
What's that?
got it on Monday, the 9th of November.
You see, I knew it was a long time ago. So it's
It's
crazy.
actually right behind me as well because I still
Really?
haven't hung it up. Yeah.
Yeah, like I think it's a really cute key. And like I know that you guys typically don't get box keys. You typically get them with a tag, right?
Yeah, yeah. I do have a boxed key on the way, the Fantasia key, because it hadn't been announced for us. So Joe got it for me from Park Pioneer,
Yeah.
just in case we didn't get it. And then we did get it. And then I think I told you last week, my Fantasia key came,
Mm-hmm.
and then an order I placed the next week arrived with another Fantasia key in. I was like, I didn't ask for another one, so I'm now going to have three. But yeah, I've got this
Oh.
one. I didn't end up getting two of these, but Joe's had it in a Christmas box that we're doing Sunday, I think.
Hmm.
So I really like this one because it's like see through
I
on
like
like
that.
the D bit, and it's really really pretty. I'm surprised you got it so late because it's like so close to Christmas now. I've just put the countdown back up because I know that Christian and Michael really like it.
Yeah. It's really cute. Is that from Primark?
Yeah, not sure whether it was last year or the year before. They've got one this year that I think is Stitch, but obviously once you've got one, you don't really need a second one. So I've
True.
just got this one. And besides, there's no way I'm going to Primark right now because it only reopened on the 2nd. It's all over the news that there's just like queues all around like the different towns and cities that the stores are in. I don't want to get involved in that.
Yeah, like, I feel like the Primark merchandise is always so pretty. And like I wish we had a Primark over here. I don't know if there's a Primark in the States,
I
but if
feel like you've got about 14, but they're very, very spread out, and I'm not sure where your nearest one would be.
okay. Let me see something here. Yeah, like it's crazy. I was just doing some cleaning here.
You beat me to it. I was trying to do it, and then you did it.
um so yeah. Um here. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. These keys are amazing and it's crazy. It's cool that you guys get it first. Sometimes you can give me a heads up like, "Hey Mel, this is
Yeah.
coming out."
I mean, it's it's strange because like they announce them, but then they're also on your coming soon page. So I never see like the point in being all like, oh, does anybody need this key? Because you know you're getting it. But then they don't give you a date for like a whole month. I'm like, why? It just doesn't make sense. I mean, there's a date for the Soul Key now, which is a North American exclusive, which I'm so worried about. um, But yeah, you're going to be in Florida when that comes out, aren't you? Because it's December 31st.
Yeah, that Disney, yeah, that Soul Key is like really pretty too. Because the movie comes out on Christmas Day, right? On Disney
Yeah,
Plus.
yeah, worldwide as far as I know, because we've got it on Christmas Day as well. So that that kind of makes up for the fact that like we can't see our like families as we like normally would have. So I'm just gonna watch Soul like on repeat.
Oh, that's cute. Did you watch look at Christian's comment. Maybe. Um um I totally lost my train of thought. Oh, did you watch a new Mandalorian episode?
I haven't. I still haven't watched last week's either. I'm like literally so behind.
We watched the new Mandalorian episode. I like the Mandalorian. I look forward to every Friday so that we can watch that. I'm kind of bummed that the Animal Kingdom series is over for now, but once it comes back, I definitely like that too. Have you been watching that? Have you watched that one?
It's on my list, but like I've been prioritizing like Christmassy things at the minute
Yeah.
because like pretty much as soon as Christmas Day is over, I won't watch anything Christmas. I won't do anything Christmassy. I'm very much in the lead up to it. Everything's Christmas, and then as soon as Christmas Day is over with, I'm like, right, get it all away.
Oh, we watched Home Alone a couple days ago because it's just a Christmassy movie. So we watched that, and we actually ordered. There's this movie that I really like. It's called The Night Before. It's a really funny Christmas movie with Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and I really thought that we had this movie, that we owned it, but we don't. So we just ordered it. So I've seen the movie so many times. I mean, it's not a kid-friendly movie, but it is hilarious. So, Liz, if you're looking for like a funny movie, Christmas movie to watch, it's with him and also Seth Rogen. So you know it's gonna be funny. It's really funny.
Yeah, yeah. Last night I watched Wally with Joe. We tried out
Oh.
Disney Plus Group Watch. So basically, I invite him to watch it with me, and it's like in real time.
Hmm.
So if he pauses it, it pauses it for me. So like he paused it to talk to his mom, and I was like, why has he paused it? Like I want to watch the rest of the film. But it's a really nice feature because like they didn't have that during lockdown, and that would have been really nice for us to watch like
Aw.
films together on the phone. I mean, we could have done it, but the problem is if you're orchestrating it yourself, you've got to like make sure that it's properly in sync. Whereas Group Watch already syncs it for you. And I also watched the first two Santa Claus films. Haven't watched the third one because the third one is my least favourite, and I'm like, it's the last one. Do I have to watch the last one? I can just watch the first two.
Yeah.
Like I watched the first two Home Alones, and then I completely ignore the fact that there's a 3 and 4 because I just won't watch them.
Yeah, like I didn't know that there was an option to like do a group watch on Disney Plus. That's actually really cool. I didn't
Yeah,
know
like you
that.
know where the play button is. I
Okay.
think it's in America. It would make more sense for America to have it and not the UK. But where the play button is, and like there's the plus that means add to your watch list. Couple over, there's like a little icon that's like 3 buddies all really close together,
Okay.
and then you send the invite. I sent it to Joe on Facebook because it wanted me to send it as a text message, and I was like, but he's going to watch it on his laptop, so I can't send it to him as a text message. So I sent it on Facebook, and he just logged into Disney Plus, and we just watched Wally. We
Oh,
were going to watch the live action Mulan because I haven't watched that
I
yet,
haven't
but
watched that either.
it was nearing 9 o'clock at night, and I was like, look, I'm almost certainly going to fall asleep, so let's watch a film I've already seen.
Okay. Oh, that's cool. So do you just to find people, you just put in their phone number and they
Yeah,
get a
like
text?
you know when you share anything on an iPhone, it comes up with all of your options. Like you can send it via message, you can send it via Instagram, Facebook Messenger, things like that. Um, so I think if you were inviting me, you'd have the option of doing it either Facebook Messenger or Instagram. I remember when I was sending your box. Actually, we keep talking about this box. You'll get to see it on Wednesday. The woman said, write down the phone number, and I wrote down mine, and she goes, no, the girls. I was like, I don't know her phone number. And she's like, you don't know her phone number? I was like, Facebook? Like, why do I need her phone number? She was
That's
like
funny.
properly offended by the fact that we don't know each other's mobile numbers.
Well, that's weird because they've never asked me to put in your phone number there
Yeah,
or Laura's or anyone that I've sent a box to.
yeah.
I mean, Laura lives in the US, but still,
Mm.
like, I've never and I actually just sent a package to Australia a little over a week ago. They didn't ask me for a phone number either. The thing that they did ask me for is, of course, the person's last name. I remember I was sending ears to Melody or Princess Melody for the year of the ear swap. And then when I'm about to send it, the post office clerk was like, "What's their last name?" And I'm like, so
That
I had
always happens to me with Christmas cards because I usually just write their Instagram name as the name, which is actually quite bad, really, because if it went to the post office, you have to take identification, um, like more with parcels than cards. But yeah, like they wouldn't be able to get it if I just wrote their Instagram name on. But unless you're friends with someone on Facebook, you don't know their last name. Like I don't go around telling people my last name. I just
yeah.
don't. So it's really there should be a way around it, really.
Yeah,
Well,
same.
you get verified, and then I could just go into the post office and be like, "Look, I'm verified," which means that I've proved my identity to Instagram. But that's not going to happen. I did hit 15,500 this week.
Hold on. Side note. So I haven't noticed that your Instagram is verified with a little blue check mark.
No, no,
Oh, okay.
I haven't bothered. My friend who's got about 43,000 tried once, and they were like, "No." I was like, "But you're only proving that you are who you say you are."
Right.
Because I assume how it works is, I know you have to show some form of identification, so I'd like show my driving license and probably a picture of myself on my feed. Like, there you go, it's me, and then they'd be like, "Yeah, it's you." But
Huh.
yeah, like I'm a terror for not putting people's surnames on things because I just don't want to ask them.
Yeah. Like, but that yeah, that's really crazy how they were like phone number, but I mean I can understand last name, but
Mm.
with like Melody's package, I totally went on Facebook to like FaceTalk Melody because I knew her last name from like before, with the different group chats where we talk about like the stuff we're gonna send to each other, and I found her last
Yeah.
name because if I didn't have it, guess what? They were not gonna let me send it. So I thank goodness I found it when I was still at the post office and I was able to
Yeah.
mail it. Um, but I feel like I
So
mail so much
crazy
stuff.
though. Like,
Yeah.
if you've already got their address, unless there's multiple people with the same first name at the address, it's not going to be a problem. Like, the post office always write when there's like a parcel or something, they'll write it's for D and then our last name. And my mum is Diane and my dad's David. And I'm like, well, which D is it for then? They never put the full name. It's so
Yeah.
frustrating.
Yeah, like, what I was thinking, how, like it's crazy how they're crazy with packages. I understand it also has to do with, like, safety and things like that,
Yeah.
but, like, I have received cards before with no, like, address from who it is or name, and I'm like, "What the heck is this?" Like, earlier this year, I received a package, to try some, bacon mints, from another
I
channel,
remember those actually.
and, I got it. It was in I think it was, like, a little padded envelope or something, and it just said my name and nothing on there. And I remember shaking the envelope, and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, what the heck is this?" So Dirk and I were like, "What is that?" It makes a noise, and we don't know who it's from. And then I put
I
2 and
wouldn't
2
have
together.
opened it.
So it only had some initials where the address would go, and they just happened to be the initials of this channel, which eventually I put 2 and 2 together because at first I panicked and I'm like, "What is this?" And then I kind of remember as I'm shaking it and I could hear like the mints in there, and then I saw the initials of the channel. I put 2 and 2 together and I opened it, but at first I was like, um, "Should I call the police?" So yeah, Laura's saying her first name is Princess and last name is Melody. There you go. Post office should have taken that.
I
But
used to get mail that said princess, and my dad always like made fun of me for it. So like when I got things from them again, I'd be like, please don't put princess. Like please, it's not worth the 10 minutes of like making fun of me.
Yeah, McDoor's like lock the doors, change your address. Um, but yeah, it's one of those things
I
like so.
mean, if
Yeah,
you lock the doors, you can't change your address because you're stuck in that house. You've just got to pack and move.
true. True. But yeah, it kind of makes you wonder because I have received like cards in the past like that. I mean, even with like greeting cards now, and you're like, I don't know, like you would think that once it started getting sorted through the mail, if it doesn't have a return address, then it shouldn't make it to the destination. If they're so crazy when it comes to packages, I think they should just, do the whole thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's just me, but it's been a crazy year. And talking about crazy, we had another release yesterday. Besides this Christmas key that we were talking about, which has this other release, which we had little to like no notice about this release at all.
Yeah,
And
we were talking about it, and I didn't realize it was coming out that day. You were like, "Oh, it's coming out in 9 minutes." And I was like, "Oh, oh God."
like, yeah, like I had literally just found out. Like, I knew that in the week because I follow the Disney Store keys group on Facebook and their page on Instagram. Like I had seen that they were going to come out with this special key for Disney Visa card holders, but there was no release date or anything. It was just in the future, it'll come out at some point. So next thing I know, yesterday morning, um it's like, oh well, it is dropping this morning too, good luck, bye. So so it's like, oh my goodness. So this is another one of the keys that I order in the morning. So it's more of a it's like a pricier case, $30. It looks like it's gonna be a box key. I'm gonna actually try to pull it up on Shop Disney to see if it's still available. I think it's really nice. But yeah, we had like little to no notice, and it's funny because you would think that Disney Visa card holders would get maybe like a heads up, like a week before. No,
Yeah, because
after
you
I
did
ordered,
the child key, didn't you?
yeah, I just got my child key too. I'm telling you, all these like keys are just coming out like all over the place. I'm actually
No, I mean,
trying.
like, didn't you get an email about it because it was for card holders?
Oh, oh, after the fact, I got an email later. I'm actually gonna
Oh,
stop sharing my screen here because I'm gonna share a different screen here, real quick. And yeah, like no, I got notice of it like after the fact. Like this key right here, the Visa key. The email I got was after I placed my order. It's like, ah,
oh,
well,
well,
thanks
that's
for
not
the
very helpful.
I know, like, thanks for the heads up. And it's cool that, this kind of gives you a little bit of background information where the Disney Store opening ceremony keys were first, I guess they first came out 10 years ago in 2010. I didn't
Yeah,
really know because
yeah.
my first key was in 2018 for Walt's 90th. So, like,
Fun
I,
fact, it actually says that they've been doing it since 2010 on the back of the 4 key set.
oh, really?
Yeah, there was like a story of like how long it's been going. I was like, I don't think it's been that long because I've only known about them since probably about 2017.
Right, yeah, like I've known about this since 2018, and that's why like it kind of surprised me to see this. But this little key, the case, I think it's really cute. I don't know about it being like $30. That seems a little pricey. I mean, it's the same price as the key ornament that we got, the gingerbread Mickey key ornament wasn't it about 20 or $30? I think it was 20, right?
Can't remember. I'm terrible remembering prices.
It's okay. But I mean, I think it's a really cute one. It is special edition. It doesn't seem to be a limited edition, just special edition. It also says exclusive for Disney Visa card members, but I feel like a lot of the Disney Visa exclusive items end up being available to the regular public later on. Like, because it
Yeah,
happens with like the pins, we get the pins all, like I think we get 4 pins a year. It doesn't seem like they ask you, well, let me see your Disney Visa card to make sure that you can purchase this item. So I think that eventually they'll just become available and let anybody or everybody buy it. I do think this one is a little on the pricier side, but I do like the case. So I wonder if they'll keep on doing some more things like this for Disney Visa card holders. What I do hope is that they start giving us a heads up early enough, not like after I place my order. Like, oh, by the way, this came out today. you know?
Yeah. I mean, I don't think the UK will get it personally because of like how bold the Disney Rewards logo is.
Yeah.
Um, which is a shame because I know a lot of people over here want it, myself included. Um, I mean, it's just a really nice keepsake, isn't it? Like it's metal. It's a lot more durable than the keys that we've got at the moment because I keep getting ones that are always like bent.
Yeah, I mean, I hopefully they do make it available in the UK too, because I mean, it's so yeah. I mean, and I mean they should. It is still the Disney Visa where people in the UK and anywhere should be able to become card
You're not
members.
allowed to be a Visa
Really?
card member in the UK. No, my
Oh
mum tried
no.
once.
Oh no. I wonder if it's just like a Chase thing, because Chase is the one that has the Visa. So
Yeah, we don't have Chase Bank over here.
oh, I wonder if they would do something similar with like a different like bank, like if they would try to do like a Disney Visa for like with like other banks that would service, Europe and things like that. Oh, for some reason, I thought that your mom was a Disney Visa card holder like in the past. I just for some reason that's why I don't know, I was thinking that maybe in the past and that now we just weren't members anymore. Oh, okay. I got it. Well, then I guess
Feel
that makes sense.
I feel like when I was very, very young, we had a card that maybe had a castle on it. But I know my dad had a football one. He had a Manchester United bank card. Well, it was like a credit card, I think. But we don't have Chase. You can get American Express over here, but like most stores won't accept them, which is absolutely hilarious that you can have one but can't use it.
Yeah.
Um, So yeah, it's not really something they do over here, and I think it's kind of a sore point because like there's all this merch that we can't get because they won't let us get the card in the first place.
Yeah, that's crazy. And you know what I was thinking when you said American Express? You know what's funny? Here in the States, not every retailer takes American Express.
So
And I
strange. Like, what is the point?
If I'm not mistaken, it has something to do with like a fee that like the bank charges like the business for being able to accept that card. Something along those lines. Because I remember being younger and then seeing a lot of stores be like, we don't take an American Express, or if you pay American Express, there's going to be a surcharge. And I think it has to do with the cost of like financing something through American Express with certain retailers. So I'm not surprised that they don't take it in the UK, or there are a lot of places don't take it because it does happen
Yeah.
here too. Not everybody takes American Express here.
My old employer took it, but we didn't like to because in our country you can do contactless and you also put the card in and put in a 4-digit number. Which is always so strange when I go to like Florida or California because like
Mhm.
they'll just take my card off me and swipe it and it's done. And I'm like, but I haven't had to type in anything. Like, what have you done? Have you even charged me? But when someone pays with American Express, where I used to work, they have to sign a slip and it doesn't go through as quickly as like other transactions. It can take a few days. So it's not like widely told that they accept American Express for that reason.
Yeah.
But with that being said, we are almost at the hour. So what have you got going on this week?
Well, we have this fabulous Christmas box swap, you and me.
Yes.
So that's coming out on the 16th, 7 a.m. at Disney World time, 12 p.m. British Standard Time. So make sure you guys check it out because Lizzie totally hooked me up. And so yeah, it's been a really fun swap. We actually had been planning this swap for a few months and just kind of getting each other's stuff little by little. So the time has come to share everything that she sent me, and so that you guys can see what I sent Lizzie. And I also have an ornament swap on the 14th, which is tomorrow. My days
Oh
are
yeah.
all my days are all like So tomorrow I have an ornament swap, and then of course, more pin videos. I have all these keys together because we have had so many key releases. So I
Yeah.
have like 3 or 4 keys to talk about in a video, and of course pins. And then yesterday I did my unboxing of these pins right here. As you can see, I literally just opened them yesterday. So I have that video on my channel. It came out yesterday. It was like an evening premiere just to kind of switch things up a little bit. So I have that, and yeah, of course, more pins and Disney Pixie does, and yeah, tomorrow at 9 I'm going to be on Mickey's Magic. We're going to do a pin stream on her channel, just showing some Christmas pins. And also I want to take this opportunity to shout out Christian over at Mac Dorks, because his birthday is on December 15th. So happy early birthday, Christian.
Happy birthday, Christian.
And Lizzie, what do you have coming up in your channel?
I already gave Christian a gift after we had that weird spam comment. I gave him a moderator wrench. So I'm still in Vlogmas. I'm really looking forward to when Vlogmas is over, because I realised probably yesterday that I should really be filming my January videos and I can't film them yet. So I'm going to try next week. So tomorrow I've got a new tag going up. Mel, you already know about this because you are tagged in it. McDorks are tagged in it as well. Jodie and Laura are tagged in it. So I'm really looking forward to seeing all those videos when they go out. I've got my Walt Disney pin collection on Tuesday, and it's about to grow. I've just had a pin from Laura. I've got 3 pins coming from Park Pioneer, and I think I've got another pin coming from Park Pioneer in like January. So in February, I'm going to have to do like an update on this video. And then on Wednesday, we've got our swap, which is ready to go. I just need to put the time in because I messaged you earlier in a panic and I was like, what time did we say? And then I've got a plush review on Thursday. I've got my Christmas room tour on Friday, which is actually a Christmas house tour because I went into every room of the house that's decorated for Christmas and filmed that. So everybody gets to have a
Aww.
nose at the new house. And then I've got, it just says Shop Disney haul. Oh, it's my Shop Disney Christmas ornament haul because I swear I've bought about 15 ornaments this year. I've
That's
actually got one on the way from America, from Maria. I've ordered the soul decoration because we didn't get that in the UK and I wanted it. And then on Sunday, I've got a Christmas box swap with Park Pioneer, which I need to film this week. So that one's going to be like very close to the mark. I usually film things about 2 weeks in advance, but I'm going to quickly try and get that one up. I'll hopefully film it halfway through the week, so I should be fine.
Yeah, like I have a box swap coming up on December 20th, and I feel so bad because my box is sitting right here. I haven't had a chance to open it because I like to open it with what I'm going to film so that
Yeah,
everything that everybody sees is just really happening as I'm filming. So I
yeah,
have a box right here that I need to like work on as well. And of course, next week we'll have Disney Collector Chat on my channel. And we also have some news on that Sunday show. So make sure that you tune in to that Disney Collector Chat. Um, and
thank
with
you so much for joining us all today. It's been really, really fun. Even though I literally woke up for this chat, I actually set an alarm for 4:45 so that I would be awake.
oh, well, thank you. I feel like I
Sunday
also was kind
afternoon
of messy.
exhaustion is real.
Huh?
Sunday afternoon exhaustion is real. Like I get to about 3 and I really want a nap, and it's not ideal when we're going live at 4 to go and have a nap at 3. But
Oh, well, I
I've
think
been
you look,
awake enough.
yeah, and I think you look good. And like the robe, I thought it was a cool Christmas jacket. I feel like it looked kind of like messy, like I just woke up. um, but yeah, with that said, guys, I hope you guys have a lovely rest of your Sunday, and we'll see you next Sunday on another episode of Disney Collector Chat.
Yeah. Thank you guys. See you next week.
Bye.